Welcome to this video about Meditation 101 quick. Number 1, sit comfy but upright. Number 2, eyes slightly open, lightly gazing 3 to 5 feet in front of you. Breathe in, breathe out. Stay, sit, stay. Good dog. Don't judge yourself like a good dog. Breathe, sit, stay. When your thoughts start trailing off, come back to your breath. Come back to home base. Home base is your breath. Don't judge yourself harshly because you strayed. Come back. Good dog. Sit. Stay. Don't stray. Don't let your mind stray. Don't let your thoughts stray. Sit. Stay. Number 7, come back to your breath. Home base. Number 8, allow yourself to move around if you need to be comfortable. Number 9, you don't need to suffer. Meditation is not about suffering or suppressing yourself or calming your mind. It's about learning to stay with what is. You can sit in a chair. You can sit on your zafu or your zabutan. You can sit in your car. Sit upright. Don't lean back. Don't slouch. Okay, so that's the quickity quick. Then I'm going to talk about these steps a little bit more in depth, and then I'm going to have an extended version, which I'll share. Also, you can do guided meditations if you'd like. Guided meditations are out there. There's millions of guided meditations if you want to sit and listen to someone else who can talk you through it. But ultimately, learning how to sit and stay and breathe with your own thoughts is the ultimate goal of meditation. Not to sit and listen to somebody else talking, not to listen to somebody else's thoughts, but to learn to just sit and to stay with your thoughts. Meditation 101. Hello, my lovely peaches. Do you meditate? Have you ever meditated? Do you know what meditation is? Do you have a basic understanding of meditation? You have absolutely no understanding of meditation? I am going to make a hopefully super quick video. I am going to read off these How to Meditate 101, and then I am going to post a 35-minute-ish video, which is Meditation 101, where I'm talking a bit more in depth. Okay, so if you are interested in meditation and you'd like my particular version and flavor and flair, then watch this video and keep looking out. Follow me, hit subscribe, join me on Patreon if you'd like to get into the more deeper levels and my personal stuff as well on Patreon. So, meditation. The point of meditation, from my perspective, is learning to stay like a good doggy. Learning to stay with what is, so we can choose what we want to focus on instead of being controlled and focused by our brain, our mind, our traumas, our previous experiences, all the things that we were brainwashed into or believing, because that's what we were taught, not necessarily because it's what we actually believe in. Okay, so whether you have a zabutan, which is the meditation pillows set, or you want to just sit in a regular chair, sit on the couch, sit at the table, sit in your car, sit at your desk, sit in the office, sit somewhere. Most important is that you're not leaning back, that you're sitting upright. It's called the plumb line, the center. It's used in dance. According to my brother, it's also used in baseball, where the point of it is so when you're putting one leg up this way or that way, that you find your plumb line so you don't get off balance. And you need to know where's the center, so as you move around dancing or so forth, that you stay centered. So in meditation, the point of it is so that instead of like leaning back like this and your energy goes down, you're supposed to be engaged. So you don't want your back leaning against the chair, whether you're in your car or on your couch. And the same with your arms. You don't want your arms resting on something, resting on the arm of the chair, resting on a table or desk in front of you. You just want to keep your arms resting in your lap gently. You don't have to do this, but you can put one hand in the other and gently let your thumbs rest on each other, or just leave them comfortable, but in a relaxed position. And then so your breath is home base, is your breath, okay? So let's just pretend this is baseball. There's a pitcher and you are sitting on home base and you're sitting upright and you're breathing. And the pitcher is throwing, lobbing thoughts at you, okay? And those thoughts are coming as if there was 1 million wild horses. Each horse is a thought. In every second, there are a potential 1 million wild horse thoughts being lobbed at you, but they're not just being thrown at you like a pitcher. There are also clouds in the sky rolling by. There are all the other players on the field, on your side, on the other side. There are the people in the bleachers watching. There are people randomly walking by. It's the dog, it's the cat, it's the bird flying by. It's the pile of shit that you smell over there. It's the garbage. It's literally everything. It's the trucks driving by. It's every single possible outer and inner stimuli, every single point of information out there. The plane going by, my computer laptop whirring right now because the fan is buzzing because I'm loading another video. The fact that my eyelashes might be floating awkwardly. Okay, every single point of information is a thought and it's coming at you. And so there you are, you're sitting, and the point is to stay good dog without judgment. Those thoughts are coming at you. They're flinging and whizzing and going by. Maybe the person walking by has a weird outfit on. Maybe that person is smoking a cigarette and you can smell it. Maybe this other person is eating some French fries and oh my God, that smells so good. And then that person's eating tacos and on and on and on and on. And then you think about eating tacos and then you have a memory of, oh yeah, remember when me and that really awesome charismatic person went and had tacos at the taco truck? And then, or maybe you have a memory of capers and then you have a memory of, oh yeah, capers. And then you remember one day I was sitting at lunch, a business meeting with my coworker, and I cut open a caper and the inside was so gross and it made me feel weird and I had to hide it. And then that reminds you something. Okay, so the point is that there's thoughts coming from everywhere, from every angle. That coworker memory, that was 20 years ago. And then I had capers in my rice and beans last night, which I didn't, but I'm just making it up, like, you know. Okay, so there you go. So you're sitting there. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I should have said number 2. So you sit comfortably. You're sitting comfortably. Now, that was just a background. Those are thoughts. The crazy chaos of 1 million horses, the clouds, and all the thoughts. Every single point of stimuli, internal and external, are thoughts. So you're going to sit there and you're going to breathe. And you know that you're going to have this onslaught of thoughts. Your eyes are going to be open because you're not going to retreat into your mind. You're going to keep your eyes open. You can focus 3 to 5 feet in front of you, eyes slightly open. The purpose of eyes open is because you're not trying to block out what's happening. You're trying to stay and be with what's happening. If you close your eyes, then you're going to get lost in thoughts. It's going to be even harder to stay with your breath, and it's going to be harder to stay in the present moment because you're lost in your mind. So you keep your eyes open because the point of meditating is to sit and stay with what's happening. You're not trying to find a perfect quiet space. You need to just meditate where you are. Start where you are. You can sit on the train. You can sit on the bus. You can just like I said, if you're in your car but you're driving, it's, yes, you can have somewhat meditative practice while you're driving or doing things, but sitting meditation is what I'm talking about. You're going to sit somewhere. It doesn't have to be quiet. You're just going to be quiet, okay? Your eyes are open, but you're not ping-ponging your eyes everywhere. You're not allowing the stimulus to make you move your eyes around. You find a spot, something gentle that you can lightly gaze at without laser sharp focus. Just lightly gaze. You're sitting there. You're finding that spot where you sit up straight and it feels natural, like you're not rigid and not slouched. And again, with your legs, you can have your legs crossed if it's comfortable. You can sit on a chair if you need to. Allow yourself to move around during your meditation. Many people feel you need to sit absolutely still and stiff, and they make it this practice of sitting through pain, and then it becomes more this idea of like, I need to sit still without moving like a robot, and no matter what I think or feel, I'm just gonna like endure this pain, which is not at all what it's about. So allow yourself to shift around and move around. Maybe one day after 20 years of meditating, you will be able to sit calmly and you won't need to shift and shuffle and fidget, but you're just beginning. Or maybe you're not just beginning, but it's okay. Allow yourself to shift and to move. And if you crossed your legs and you need to recross them, or if you're sitting, however, be comfortable. Most importantly is don't try to suffer. Don't make your body suffer. Let yourself move. It's okay. This is not a competition for perfectness. You don't need to have the perfect Zafu and Zabuten and the perfect meditation outfit with the beads and the music and all that jazz. If you want that stuff, great, but that could be a distraction, and that's not the point. The point is not, just like I heard on Sex and the City once, when Charlotte, the character Charlotte, she was trying to get some IVF and she wanted a calm place, and she was like, everything is loud, they need to stop honking and this and that, and the doctor said to her, no, you need to be where you are. I'm paraphrasing. You need to be where you are with what is, and you need to find your calm center inside of you. Not expecting the outside world to change. It's not about making the outer world perfectly suited for your calmness. It's about learning to stay with whatever is happening inside and outside, whether there's an alarm blaring, whether there's an annoying clock ticking too loudly, or some dripping water somewhere, or somebody who, let's say you're at a Buddhist place and people are meditating in a group. Sometimes people are breathing, they're coughing, they're moving, they're doing this. So you've got to learn how to just allow yourself to stay without judgment is the other thing, because you hear the noise, it's annoying. You see the person moving around, they're annoying. So the point of meditating is to learn to sit, to stay with whatever thoughts you're having, with whatever outside stimulation is happening, and without judging it, allowing it to occur, and allowing you to just sit and to stay and to experience it and to be with it, so that eventually you can then choose. You're then going to choose which thoughts you're going to focus on and which thoughts you're going to jump on the back of and ride, or what thought train you're going to jump on, or what thought airplane you're going to allow yourself to jump on, or what thought cloud, or however you want to look at it, what thought rainbow you're going to dive to find the end of the pot of the gold at the end of the rainbow. Once you recognize by meditating that thoughts come and go like clouds, like storms, like trains, like people, like traffic, like 1 million crazy wild horses, and that you can stay, then you get to choose which ones you want to focus on, which can help you elevate yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, in all your relationships, with loving yourself, which can only help you love others. So you sit comfy but upright, number 1. Your eyes, number 2, slightly open, 3 to 5 feet ahead of you. Number 4, you breathe in and out. Number 5, stay, sit, stay, breathe, sit, stay. Number 6, when your thoughts stray into getting hooked and you find yourself getting lost off onto that thought train or that thought cloud or that thought, you jumped on the back of some thought and you recognize, whoops, I stopped sitting and staying and I was literally thinking, then you just, without judgment, gently come back to your breath, like as if breath were home plate. And when you were running off on your thought, you were on the track, going around, it's okay. You just come back to your breath. You just come back to home plate. Oops, I got off on the tangent. That's okay. I can come back. Just come back to your breath. Home base. Your breath is home base. Allow yourself to shift your thoughts back to home base. Allow yourself to shift your body to feel comfortable. Sit on your zafu or your zabuton. Sit wherever you are. Meditating is about learning to stay with what is so that you can choose what you want to focus on instead of being controlled by your thoughts. That's part 1. Join me for the extended version.